How to operate luffing in the rotary drilling rig. 1. On the control panel, locate the luffing shortcut button in the second row and second column. 2. Activate the luffing shortcut button to switch to the luffing operation mode. 3. Operate the right-hand lever of the rotary drilling rig. Pushing the lever down will tilt the luffing forward, and pulling the lever up will raise the luffing. How to operate pressurizing and extracting with the rotary drive of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Locate the pressurization and extraction of the rotary drive shortcut button on the second row and second column of the control panel. 2. Activate the pressurization and extraction of the rotary drive shortcut button to switch to the operation mode of the pressurization and extraction of the rotary drive. 3. Operate the right-hand lever of the rotary drilling rig. Pushing the lever downward activates the pressurization of the rotary drive, while pulling the lever upward initiates the lifting of the rotary drive. 4. On the back of the right-hand lever, there is a rapid pressurization button. Pressing this button accelerates the pressurizing and lifting speed accordingly. How to operate crawler expansion and retraction of rotary drilling rig. 1. Activate the safety handle, then locate the crawler extension shortcut button on the second row, third column of the control panel. 2. Activate the crawler expansion shortcut button to switch to the operation mode of crawler expansion and retraction. 3. Operate the right-hand lever of the rotary drilling rig. Pushing the lever to the left retracts the crawler, while pushing the lever to the right expands the crawler. How to operate Kelly winch of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Activate the safety handle, then locate the Kelly winch shortcut button on the second row, first column of the control panel. 2. Activate the Kelly winch shortcut button to switch to the up-down operation mode of the Kelly winch. 3. Operate the left-hand lever of the rotary drilling rig. Pushing the lever downward lowers the Kelly winch, while pushing the lever upward raises the Kelly winch. How to operate auxiliary winch of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Activate the safety handle, then locate a shortcut button for the auxiliary winch in the first position of the second row on the control panel. 2. Activate the auxiliary winch shortcut button to switch to the up-down operation mode of the auxiliary winch. 3. Operate the left-hand lever of the rotary drilling rig. Pushing the lever downward lowers the auxiliary winch, while pushing the lever upward raises the auxiliary winch. How to operate the rotation of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Activate the safety handle and locate the rotation permission button on the far right of the front side of the left lever. 2. Verify the status of the rotary drilling rig. If the mast is in the vertical position, a long press is required only once to proceed with the rotation operation. If the rig is in the folded mast position, press twice. The first press serves as a warning to check if the rotation radius area is safe. After confirming safety, a second long press allows the rotation operation to commence. 3. Hold down the rotation permission button on the left lever. Push the lever to the left for left rotation and push to the right for right rotation. How to operate the flotation of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Flotation can only be activated when the depth is displayed as a positive number on the equipment screen. Confirm whether the depth displayed on the screen is positive. 2. If the depth is displayed as a negative number, first reset the depth to 0 on the control panel, then operate the button on the left side of the front of the right-hand lever, pushing it upwards to activate flotation. How to operate the mast of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Enter the display screen and press F4 to access the mast operation page. 2. Operate the mast handle on the right side of the equipment cabin. Press red enable button on the mast handle, then operate the mast handle. Push forward to tilt the mast forward. Pull backward to tilt the mast backward. Push left to lean the mast to the left, and push right to lean the mast to the right. If the red enable button on the mast handle becomes non-functional, click F7 on the display screen. There's no need to hold down the red button on the mast handle to operate the mast in this case. 3. Click F4 again to switch to the automatic mast plumb adjustment feature. This mode can only be executed when the mast angle deviation is less than 5 degrees and the drill head is at a negative depth outside the hole. 4. Press F4 again to switch to the jog mode. When the mast control handle is damaged, jog mode can be used to operate the mast. However, the jog mode can only move the mast at a single speed. How to operate the front outriggers of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Enter the display screen and press F7 to access the function option page. On the second page, find the option for the mast's front outriggers and activate it. 2. Confirm that the indicator light for the function key of the pressurization and luffing of the rotary drive in the second row of the control panel is off. 3. Operate the right-hand lever of the rig. Pushing down extends the outrigger's hydraulic cylinder, and pulling up retracts the front outriggers of the mast. How to operate the tensioning cylinder for the winch pressurization of the rotary drilling rig. 1. Access the display screen and press F7 to navigate to the function option page. On the second page, locate the options for the lower tensioning cylinder and the tensioning cylinder enable. Taking the lower tensioning cylinder as an example, activate it. 2. Check that the indicating light for the second function key for pressurization and luffing of the rotary drive on the second row of the control panel is off. 3. Operate the right-hand lever of the rig. Pushing down extends the lower tensioning cylinder, and pulling up retracts it. The operation for the upper tensioning cylinder is the same. Abnormally locking situation of rotary drilling rig. When the main page of the rig monitor displays abnormal lock, first press F5 to access the defect page, then press F8 to display the reason for the lock. 1. Credit problems. A lockout occurs when the green light turns red. It is due to overdue repayment of the rig, and the lockout command has been issued by our company's terminal. Unlocking can only be done after repayment. 2. Remote signal instability. A lockout occurs when the green light turns red. If there is a signal problem at the construction site, or if there is a problem with the terminal that causes a lockout, please take a picture and contact the after-sales service for a delay to ensure the construction. 3. Local signal instability. A lockout occurs when the green light turns red. There is a problem with the GPS or circuit of the rig. Please contact after-sales for checking in time. How to move the rotary drilling rig. 1. Activate the safety handle, then locate the travel unlock shortcut button in the fourth column of the second row on the control panel. 2. Activate the travel unlock shortcut button to switch to the crawler traveling operation mode. 3. Operate the walking handles located in the front part of the cabin. The left handle controls the left crawler, while the right handle controls the right crawler. Pushing or pulling both handles simultaneously enable forward or backward movement. Operating only one side handle allows for turning. How to rotate the rotary drive clockwise or anti-clockwise. 1. In the second row and third column of the rotary drilling rig control panel, find the shortcut key for rotary drive. 2. Activate the rotary drive button and switch to the rotary drive operation mode. 3. Operate the right-hand lever of the rotary drilling rig. Pushing the lever to the left rotates the rotary drive clockwise, while pushing the lever to the right rotates the rotary drive anti-clockwise.